why is it evolved this way? Like, I don't understand. It doesn't seem like it's in the best interest of kids for it to be so competitive and so to be driving so far away and to have it cost so much money. I don't really understand why adults have designed it to make it this way.
Right. You're absolutely right. And this all started to change in the 1980s. So before that point, most kids were playing in local recreational leagues or at their schools or whatnot. But then, due to cuts in programming for sports, a lot of families didn't have opportunities to do those kinds of things. And what happened was these private entrepreneurs stepped in and saw that this was a market, that they could make a lot of money creating these opportunities for kids. And those sports entrepreneurs are the ones who created the travel teams, the private coaching, the specialized clinics, all of that. And as a result, it wasn't everyday parents that were making a lot of these decisions. It was private groups that were trying to make money off sports, and they marketed themselves very, very well. And they put they kind of planted the seed in parents that you needed to sign your kid up for as many different activities as possible, or you weren't a good parent. And this was all tied into this shift towards intensive parenting that we can see in all aspects of life. So, for example, since the 1980s, there's been a tremendous growth in chances to sign up for private coaches to help your kid learn to do well on the balance beam, but also almost anything they want to do. For example, we found out that there are private spelling bee coaches who charge upwards of $300 so that kids can compete at the national level in the spelling bee. So part of it is these groups and individuals who are trying to make money, but part of it is also that parents are having trouble making decisions that ignore maybe what they really want for their children long term. So I'd just like to read a short excerpt of an interview I conducted with some parents. So what a father we interviewed said, "I think there's a problem, and we're all part of the problem. We're all paying the fees and driving kids to these tournaments and worrying about winning games. We all have the right intentions, but we don't always follow through on them." And what was really interesting is the wife followed up with, "I disagree. I don't think we all have the best intentions. I think a lot of parents want their kids to become professional athletes. It's disgusting. When I see what my kid is going through, it makes me worry." So there's this loss of agency that parents can't make decisions independent of these outside pressures of this intensive parenting trend. And also a lot of times kids' voices are lost. So one thing that we really encourage parents to think about is what kind of communication are they having with their kids, and are they checking in with them and asking them how they're enjoying a particular sport, if they need a break, if they want to try something else, and letting them know if you want to reset, that's totally fine. We'll support you whether you're on the all-star team or whether you decide that you wanted to be in Model UN.